Yeah, thanks, Mr. Chairman. It was a good start to the Champions League, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Susnik and Beckett, they're looking strong at the back, so hopefully the clean sheets will continue. Absolutely. Look, sir, I'm getting another call. I've got to run, okay? Okay, thanks. Hello? Speaking. Head physio Cathy O'Kane, what's going on? Oh, crap. Seriously? Well, how long for? 6 weeks? Why can't things just work out? Hi guys, I'm Aussie Bala and welcome to Season 15, Episode 4 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town, and today we face Cefn Druids with the Wags in the Welsh League Cup third round, and then we host... Do we host? We're playing Atletico Madrid anyway, we're probably going there. But the big news ahead of that one is Kane Beckett has broken his arm. He is... him and Susnik were looking so good at the back. But he's broken his arm and he's out for 6 weeks at the time. It's dropping down a little bit now. Hopefully he'll come back very quickly, very fit. If we can get him in the sort of the 3 week side of things, then he won't miss too much in by the way of Champions League football. But that is the second time he's broken his arm. That is a massive, and he was 5 weeks on that occasion. We've hopefully got better. Do we have better medical staff than Manchester City? Probably not. But yeah, it's a massive blow. It's a massive blow. So, I mean, Tony has to come back in for the Champions League game. And, we'll go from there. But not too much else in terms of injury news. Obviously, we knew that Bookley injured himself last time out. But let's get straight into this. We've come straight back since last episode. So a quick reminder of how things stand. League table. I mean, we've got games in hand, but that's not really where we want to be sitting, is it? They're in ninth. Champions League group, we're in a good spot, having won our opening game and the other game being a draw. And we've got to see the League Cup there. This is the game we're about to play. Now, we do have a game in between those two against Cardiff Met Uni in the league. I'll play through that and I will show you the highlights. But let's have a look at what we're doing here against Cefn Druids. We are the favourites, despite being away from home. And they're obviously not thinking we're going with the Wags. So that is... maybe a little bit misleading. Sean Parrish is their manager. He's a good manager for this league. Adventurous, direct style of play. We have a look here. We're expecting a 4-4-2. They've got Baker, who's formerly of our parish, Jay Jenkins, who was with us for a while as well. So there's a few familiar names in their lineup. There's their positional heat map. Very sort of compact and regimented, isn't it? Passing network is there, and their key passers as well. And this is a team we're sending out. Now this is, I think, nowadays in the Welsh League, our toughest, our biggest opponents. So it's going to be tough for us. We're going with McCarthy in goal, Gurke, Evans, and KDH as the back three. Dewey Moore continues. He holds his spot down the right-hand side despite being left-footed. Parry, one of the youngsters, goes down the left for us. It's York and it's Gary Turpie in midfield. He was a star last time out. Let's hope we see more of that from him. It's Garmy, Allmark and Isaac up top. This is going to be tough. Let's hope we're good enough. Alright, so they are going with a 4-4-2, but not with either of our former players, so that's interesting. Obviously, they don't trust her. Once a Lakesider, always a Lakesider, of course. Gomez says, tells him to pick up where they left off. I mean, the Wags weren't really involved against Besiktas, were they? Alright, let's assertively expect nothing but a win to keep the run going. Some calm, we have faith. It's always a risk doing this, particularly with Allmark. But hopefully he'll kick on here. Now, but I do need to say a big thank you to a new Patreon supporter of mine, Troy Skripka. Hopefully I haven't butchered the pronunciation there. Thank you so much, mate. It is greatly appreciated. There is a link if you're able to and you enjoy the content. There is a link in the description for the Patreon support. We've got Denny Garmy about to take a free kick here. We know this ends up roughly in the back of the net more often than it doesn't. Can Denny Garmy get a nice early goal for? Oh, it's off the wall it was going into, wasn't it? Goalkeeper was scrambling, and that's not his best work. I tell you what, well kept in by Isaac, and how has Allmark missed that? Jason Isaac has done wonderfully well to keep that ball in play, and Allmark has headed it over from point-blank range. Turpie to take a corner for us. Decent ball in. Allmark's there, this time on target, but keeper gets it. But yeah, anyway, big thank you to all the Patreon supporters. That is greatly appreciated, as I always say. Now, we know this is their danger guy, the man with the French name who I can't say, and that's over the bar. But a warning sign there for us, boys. Don't get carried away here. It's been a decent start for us so far. Let's give it a get creative. Another corner. Is it Turpie to take again? It is. Looks decent again, and this one's going in, and it's Jason Isaac, and for once, someone's nicked one off Damien Allmark. A first goal of the season for Jason Isaac, our young striker who came in under the Penis Initiative from, I want to say, Barry Town. But a good ball in from Turpey, a good header from Allmark, and Isaac flirting with the offside flag there, but got away with it and gives us a 1-0 lead, which is wonderful, wonderful stuff. And can we get to half-time with that lead? We can, and we'll take that. And I tell you what, a goal fest in the Welsh Cup third round. Look at that. 0-0s as far as the eye can see. It's a donut shop. What do we want to say to that? Maybe an assertive, things are going well, you're capable of better. It was good without being fantastic, wasn't it? Doing more. Let's see a little bit more from you, please. Let's see a little bit more from you, Sam York. The reason Sam York is playing and not club captain, what's his face on the bench, Brett Brewerton, is basically Brett Brewerton has not been in good form this year for us. So, yeah, he's basically been dropped. Sam York is a very good player, and, yeah, he comes in to play in midfield for this one. McCarthy's done okay in goals, so I think we'll just get back out there. It's just a little bit of a case now of just making sure that we don't do anything stupid. If we can get a second goal, then fantastic. Turpey with another corner. It's another decent one. It's headed away. Gurke's there. Can he square it to someone in space? He goes back to Sam York. Evans. Back to Sam York. If he can cross ball over here, we've got some players in space, but instead we're just going to go backwards. That's fine. There's a ball forward. Not a great one. Sam York picks it up again. Oh, don't know what we're doing. Go down the right-hand side, guys. Chapman has the ball now. And is this going to become a bit of a long old highlight that is going in the wrong direction for us? Ball forward, crossfield pass. Can we win that? Nodded down. It's bouncing around and McCarthy can't keep it out, and it is 1-1. We'll tell him to show some passion, but that all looked... It was all very unnecessary, wasn't it? We had so much space down this right-hand side, and instead we insisted on passing down the left. Eventually gave it away, which we were just... It's almost like we were trying to do it. And we're done from distance. Now, what we don't want is something that we've become a little bit synonymous with at times, usually in the Iron Brew Cup, of a second-half collapse. Let's get creative. And we're going to have a second-half collapse here, aren't we? There's the goal. Let's try and exploit the flanks. Let's maybe lower the tempo a little bit. And you do have to wonder, half-time team talk, did I get it wrong? Almost certainly yes, based off what's happening here. McCarthy, I think you got to say, it looked like an own goal. I'm not sure that Bates deserves that, but I'd rather he have it than our defender, to be honest. Dewey Moore is not having a great time of things. Let's show some passion. KDH is looking anxious. We might need to go a little bit more direct here. We might just need to hit some balls into the penalty area. We'll go and counter press. And we'll go and do all that sort of fun stuff. And hopefully there's still a way out of this game for us. Do we need to go with wingers? I'll tell you what we will do, though. We will go with wing backs. Let's get Smith on out there as a good attacking player. Garmy has not had a good day, and we need a little bit more from him. Turpey, he's not done anything particularly wrong, but I think maybe we do need to make that change. Brewerton and Sam York don't tend to play well together, and in any case, so it's definitely a move of desperation here. Anything, guys, would be nice. Let's go get stuck in. But, I mean... They've gone in front, and they've never looked back, have they? Shoot on sight. And the Wags look as though they are failing to deliver. We've got 30 seconds to play. Allmark with a flick on. No good. Can we go and win this back? We've got 20 seconds to play. Close them down, boys. Close them down. Can we win that ball forward? We can, but it's picked up the second ball by Cefn Druids. It was the toughest game we could have got away from home to them. And it's looking as though, or is Jason Isaac going to rescue it for us late? No, he can't. And it's saved. And Isaac had the chance to get his second of the game and send us into extra time. But in the end, the Wags second half collapse. And, well, we couldn't see it through. That's really, really annoying. So there we go. We fall out of the Welsh League Cup. It's annoying for a number of regions, but most of all because it means the Wags get less game time. And domestically, we're in a bit of a state this season. It's not working for us. But it's going okay for us in Europe. So guys, wait right there. We will play against Cardiff Met Uni, hopefully pick up the 3 points in that one, and then we'll be back to face Atletico Madrid. Okay, welcome back. Let's put that behind us and get on to some European football. Now, we have to start by saying the under-19s, wonderful job. 6-2, they've beaten Atletico Madrid's under-19s. Jason Isaac, the star, with a hat-trick. Missed, of course, that late chance against Cefn Druids, but we'll let him get that one if he can continue to score like that for us moving forward. But a wonderful result and a quick look at what that means. They are really, really looking good to get through the group. Them and Celtic are 2 from 2. So that is wonderful. Now, there is, of course, the one game to catch you up on. That was in the league against Cardiff Met Uni. Domestically, we haven't looked fantastic. Let's see if we could begin the recovery against the students. Matteo Freschi put us in front, but Met Uni were level at half-time. We were down to 10 men when Brett Brewerton restored our lead, and Freschi crossed for substitute Garrett Smith to seal the points in stoppage time. So this was a game we deserved to win, but made very, very hard work of, and pretty much everything that could go wrong did, in a sense. First up, Correa got himself injured. Now, this is a serious one. It's a broken foot, 3 to 4 months, and that's going to be a big, big loss for us, and leaves us a little bit thin in midfield for Europe as well, to be honest. But yeah, that's a big loss. So on came Sam Evans for him. He was on the field for about 10 minutes, did his best impression of Jordan Pickford, and then quickly took his marching orders. So down to 10 men, we did really well to actually go on and win it then in the second half. So yeah, it wasn't the best, but we got the job done, which is all we could really ask for, I suppose. So a quick look at the table. It's improved a little bit. Now, we do have a lot of games in hand. The only team that has almost as many games in hand is Cefn Druids. They have, well, if we win that extra game we have, we'll be 2 points back, and it's all to play for from then. All right, and here is what we are doing against Atletico Madrid. We are not the favourites, but 7-4, we're not too far away. Now, we've played them twice, we've lost twice. I think if I remember correctly, going back a little while now, I think they were both 1-0 defeats. So we've got close to them before. Let's have a look here. They're a Jurgen Klopp coach side. We know he's a good manager. We seem to play him all the time between this and the Brentford series. But anyway, an attacking direct style of play. We're expecting actually a 4-2-3-1. We're expecting a number 10 to be in there. You can see a 0-0 against Osasuna last time out. They were very narrow, very compact in that one. So I wouldn't mind if they came out like that again, to be honest. But there we go. There's their other ins and outs. This is a team that we're sending out now. We're going to try and just be a little bit more cautious. We're in a good position in the group already. If we can get an away point, that would be spectacular. So Correa in goal. Thompson, Susnik, Tony comes in back into the European team. Hopefully, he won't let us down. And no stop. We're going to... Brewerton again comes back into the European team. He's not played well this year, but he's the best option we have as that defensive midfielder. Nicolin is going to move into the role of a box-to-box midfielder. This is where I really wish we had Correa out, because we are just a midfielder short, I think. Arias, Puklan are going to continue in their little link up down the right-hand side. Fomin and DeMeo up top. We've got Freshy, Macmeyer, Gami, Holick. Very attacking bench with JJ and Gurke on the bench. Let's hope we can do well here. So everybody is lining up as expected, which is always a good thing. Now, what do we say to this? Pick up where you left off. Let's go maybe an assertive where the underdogs. Let's cause an upset. Let's go with maybe just some calm. We have faith. We don't want to put too much pressure on them here. It's gone down relatively well. Alright, and here we go. Now there are 10, somewhere here, there are 10 Bala Town fans in the stadium. So that's our away section. No wonder we only sell 100 shirts a year if that's what's travelling away in Europe. But anyway, let's give it a get creative as the highlight starts. It's one of these, I think, if we can just keep it tight as long as possible. I don't know what, we probably shouldn't be attacking. Here we go with Ramirez getting forward. He's gone past about 3 of them. But luckily for us, doesn't have his shooting boots on quite yet. But a warning sign there has been sounded. Yeah, if we can keep this tight as long as possible and maybe nick something. I mean, we have goals in us. We know that. We've seen it before. We're a decent team. Here we go from the corner. Arias to take it. It's a decent one into a decent area. Nosta's header, though, straight into the goalkeeper's hands. And is that the highlight? I'd rather this end very soon. They get it forward to nobody, but the highlight can continue. Thompson has it. He gets it wide for Fomin. What can he do? He's been sulking a little bit lately. He's gone past one, though. He's gone past two. Fomin's in here. Fomin's shot is blocked away. Well, that looked promising, didn't it? Yeah, Fomin is just... He's obviously still upset. Well, not obviously, but he is still upset we didn't let him go to Barcelona. Unless I keep saying, you can understand why. But, yeah, when things start going badly, he really has been falling off a cliff. So, that's a lungy tackle. Celtic's taken the lead in Turkey. Thompson on a booking. I'd rather he wasn't throwing himself around quite like that. That's a header over the bar, and we are 5 minutes away from getting into half-time. Let's give it a concentrate. How often do we see ourselves conceding just before the break? We don't on this occasion. And that's not a bad first half from us. Do we say I'm pleased? I always get the halftime team talk wrong, don't I? Alright, we've got 2 guys on bookings. You need to make sure you're not getting another one. Both of you, Susnik and Thompson. Particularly Susnik, because it would mean a suspension. And then we really would be getting down into the depths of our centre-back stocks. The one thing we maybe... Nicolin's stressed out now. The one thing we maybe could have done is getting another centre-back in. But with only playing a back 2 in Europe, I thought Tonia's cover would be enough. But in hindsight, if I could get back into that transfer window, I might look to get somebody else in. Görke's not bad. But I don't know if he's quite at the level we need him to be. Let's show some passion. Nicolin's looking apprehensive and not playing particularly well. I shouldn't have told him he was rubbish. Because he's only got worse. Alright. Denny Gami. Can you do me a job, mate? Not as a box-to-box, you can't. Could we have a second advanced playmaker? One out wide right, one on the left side of midfield. Let's see how that works for us. De Meo's not having a great game. I do wonder if maybe a Big Mac up there as a target man could be something for us. Let's try that. We're getting annoyingly close to potentially a point here. Fomin's not having a great second half. We have one more sub. Let's get Holic on out there. Could he play as a winger? He's not really a winger, is he? So let's play him as an inside forward. You can go on attack. And, well, let's see if we can go and see this out now. Arias with a free kick. Big Mac's in there. Tony's in there, and Tony has gone and given us the lead in the 80th minute, near enough. Let's go back off of positive. That is wonderful. We'll tell him to concentrate again. And that's what Tony does at. He's not as good a defender, but he is a monster in the air. And he's proven it there. Enough on the header to get it past the goalkeeper. Arias with the assist. It's 1-0. And are we about to go 2 from 2? Arias with another free kick. Can we double the dose? It's a good one again. And Susnik, who of course wanted to go to Atletico Madrid in the summer. And is he about to be very, very happy he didn't make that decision? Well, we didn't make it for him. It's a corner. Suddenly we're all right on top of them. It's, headed away. Susnik. Besiktas is back to 1-1. That would be a magnificent result if they could take points off each other in that game. Assuming we hang on to this one. Correa, there's a good ball out wide there for Nosta. Nosta, back heel flick for Puklin. Puklin in for Brewerton. Brewerton gets it forward. It's not the best pass. And here come Atletico Madrid. Are we going to have our hearts broken in the 90th minute here? Ramirez, cross in. Oh, there it is. We are. Oh, that's a pain in the backside. Boys, come on, show some passion. What we don't want to do now, of course, is go and throw this away completely. But done on the break. Cross in. Oh, Thompson was so close to getting a block on it as well. We're all looking anxious all of a sudden, boys. Just see this out for me, please. Let's just see this out. Holic's got himself injured. We're down to 10. We just need to see this out. Be more disciplined. Play for set pieces. And just see her out. We're probably better off having a wide player out there, aren't we? Just from a defensive shape point of view. And there it is. That's a massive point. It's a real shame. A 90th minute goal has taken the 3 points away from us. But that is still Great result, boys. That is still a very, very useful result for us on the road. It's a what is with broken bones in our feet? Holic is gone now for an extended period of time. An extra bit of money in the bank. If we have a quick look at what that means, the other game did indeed finish in a draw. So we are top of the group, 2 games gone. We've got 2 to play against Celtic, and then obviously Besiktas and Atletico Madrid to come again. And that is looking as though it is, well, it's very, very useful, isn't it? Let's have a quick look. That's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Disappointment domestically, but I think we'll take that point away from home in Europe. We'll be back next time. I think next episode is going to be a bit of a mixed match of an episode. We have Celtic away from home in the Champions League, but we also have a World Cup qualifier against Italy, which is a big game for us as well. So I think what we'll do next episode, we'll show Italy in the World Cup, and then we will show Celtic with Bala. So it's going to be a little bit of all over the shop. There's going to be a little bit to catch you up on with both Bala and also with Italy, with Wales. But that will be next episode, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.